All right, you guys, it is the elephant in the room. It is the question that everybody want to know. Should the Arizona Cardinals start Chase Edmonds at running back? We're going to dig deep into this because this is the conversation that we need to have. Now, pretty much last year, Kenyon Drake was the starting running back, and Chase Edmonds came in to spot duty anytime Kenyon Drake, whether got tired or anything like that. Chase Edmonds did a great job, phenomenal job, guys. When I look at Chase Edmonds, I definitely see talent. But putting him at the lead running back role for the Arizona Cardinals, to me, I just don't see it. I could be wrong. And maybe it could be this kid's opportunity to shine and finally showcase what he really can do. I know he's a guy that can catch out the backfield. I know that he's a guy that runs hard when he gets the opportunity to run the football. And Chase Edmonds is no slouch. But at the same time, if the Arizona Cardinals want to make noise this season and make the playoffs and have an offense that scares everybody, I think that they're going to have to draft a running back as well. Now, we're going to talk about some of these running backs that I think that the Arizona could draft in this year's draft. Whether they get them in the first, second round, or third round, they definitely need to grab a running back because the Arizona Cardinals have yet to grab a running back in free agency. Now, a lot of people thought that they would go and try to sign Aaron Jones. Some people thought Mike Davis, probably Jamal Williams and other guys like that. But they decided to pump their brakes. And by them pumping their brakes, that means that they're looking at some running backs in the draft class as well. There's a bunch of guys and a slew of guys that's coming out that I definitely think have the talent to be a number one running back in the National Football League. And we're going to talk about some of these guys. Najee Harris, I definitely think if Najee Harris was to link up with the Arizona Cardinals and they were to draft him, he would be a nightmare. He would be Derrick Henry 2.0 that can catch out of the backfield. He has the size. He's about 6'2", 230 pounds. And then Travis Etienne from Clemson. He's no slouch as well. Both of these guys are considered 1A and 1B running back. Now, some might say that Travis Etienne is the best running back, and some might say that Najee Harris is the best running back. But to me, both of these guys could take this offense to the next level. And I want to make an honorable mention to these other two guys. Chuba Hubbard definitely is no slouch as well. Probably one of the best open field runners in this draft class. When Chuba Hubbard gets loose, you can't catch this dude. There's not too many dudes that's going to catch Chuba Hubbard when he's in the open field. And I love Chuba Hubbard's game. I love a lot of things that he does well. Now, he didn't catch the ball a lot in college out of the backfield, but that can be coachable and that can be taught. The same thing with guys like Javonte Williams, and you got guys like Michael Carter, Kenneth Gainwell, Kylan Hill. There's a lot of running backs that you can pick for the Arizona Cardinals. But if you're talking about somebody that's going to take this offense to the next level, I look at these guys and I consider them. I definitely consider Najee Harris and Travis Etienne with that 16th pick overall. Now, I don't know what the Cardinals are going to do. I don't know if the Cardinals are going to take a corner or will they draft a corner later in the draft, because they've been looking at guys like Asante Samuel. They've been looking at other guys, Newsom from Northwestern. They've been looking at a lot of different prospects, and rightfully so. You got to do your due diligence. But when it comes to the offense, and if you want to have an offense that's elite, because they just picked up A.J. Green in the offseason, so now that's going to take attention a little bit away from DeAndre Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins won't be getting double teamed and having to moss cats in the end zone like he did against the Buffalo Bills. But what I see is these guys coming in and possibly being that number one running back. Now, this is no knock to Chase Edmonds. This is just my opinion. When I look at Chase Edmonds, I see him as a change of pace running back, a scat back, a guy that can come in and do some damage out there when the other running back is tired, or when he needs a break, or just, you know what I'm saying, being able to come in and out, rotation, because now the NFL has gone with the run by committee. And definitely if they're going to go with the run by committee, I think that he fits better in a number 2 role. Now, I know the Arizona Cardinals came out and made a statement. Steve Keim and the coach Kingsbury came out and said that, that he could be considered for that number 1 running back spot. But I just beg to differ, man. I just think that he's more of a guy that you just bring in a situation that can go out there and carve you up as well. But I just don't see him as a bell cow, or every down back. I don't see it. Maybe he can do it. But let me know if you're a Cardinals fan. Do you think that Chase Edmonds should be the #1 running back for the Arizona Cardinals? To me, if the Cardinals get Travis Etienne or Najee Harris or even Chuba Hubbard, because he's underrated, I definitely think that this offense will go in directions that a lot of people don't think that it would go. Najee Harris would be a nightmare out there. Can you imagine a guy 6'2", 230 pounds, kind of reminds you of Derrick Henry a little bit, but can catch the football and run routes? That's what you're getting with Najee Harris. And the same thing with Travis Etienne. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Now, one thing I can say that Travis Etienne may have over Najee is that he's more of a home run threat. He's able to take it 60 or 80 yards and take it to the house. And that's something that Chuba Hubbard is good at as well, being able to take the ball to the house. So no matter what the Cardinals decide to do, because, ultimately, you're just a fan and you're looking from the outside in, they're going to make the choice what they feel is best for them. And if that's for Chase Edmonds to start, he'll be starting. But to me, if you really want to do damage this season coming up, you get you a stud at running back. And I think that these guys will help the Arizona Cardinals get to where they're trying to go. And that's the Super Bowl. Every team in the NFL is trying to make it to a Super Bowl. And I just think if they get Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Chuba Hubbard, even Javonte Williams or any other running back like Kalen Hill or Kenneth Gainwell, they're going to get guys that can do some damage out there on the field. And you're going to have a 1-2 punch that's pretty good, because I do think that Chase Edmonds is no slouch and he's a good running back. But I just don't see him as an every down back and a lead back. So hopefully the Arizona Cardinals will draft a running back. Hopefully they get a stud, and there's somebody that will come in and be able to propel this offense to the next level. So until next time, guys, I'll be back with you with another one. I'm out of here. Peace.